Hello. Um, Today was a good day. Different minded now. I came outside to smoke a cigarette because Ron came home. And then I asked Ron for a cigarette, and Ron said yes, and he gave me two. Uh, so I cooked dinner, I guess you could say. And it's chicken and hamburger, gravy, and rice. The usual that I cook. Because I can't cook anything else. Um, I went to cooking school and I can't cook anything else. It's pretty sad, don't you think? But I'm afraid that nobody's going to eat it tonight. Because when Ron came home as if Ron came home and, oh, well, he probably said sorry because he thought something. See, I'm getting paranoid for no reason. Like, for the littlest things, I get paranoid like that. Like, my paranoia is off the chain. And I want to learn how to control it. Because if I don't learn how to control these, I'm going to perceive everything wrong, you know? And I definitely don't want to keep doing that. My mood changes when different people come around. I don't know why, but it does. And sometimes I get a little bit anxious about it. Sometimes I don't, you know? But when certain people come around, I just change automatic. You know, it's almost like a trauma. But no trauma happened with me and that character, you know? Maybe because they're there during the process. But, so, today was a good day. Everything's chill. Then Ron came in, and then my whole mode changed. Like, everything changed the minute Ron came in, you know? And like, I want to know why. I need to brush my teeth. I want to know why. You know, like, it's definitely a mind frame that I have. And I gotta learn how to change this mind frame. So there's this girl at Zippy's. She works at Zippy's and she's pretty chill. And she's here like sometimes, and sometimes I see her coming in and out on the parking lot. And like, I know, change the subject because there's no point of like moping on shit like that. And she's pretty cool. Like, the people here have such a cool vibe, even though I know they're territorial. Like, there's a lot of people here that you can see are very strong, but at the same time are very wise. And like, whether they're acting or not, and during the process of this program and watching me or whatever, um, they are open-hearted. You know, you can see that sometimes. You know, I don't say much a lot, and I don't have much expressions on certain things, but sometimes I recognize some things, you know. And there's a lot of people around me that are so open-hearted, and it amazes me how open-hearted people are, but how close-minded they are. Isn't that weird? People are open-minded, but so close-minded. Open-hearted, but close-minded. You know, and and that's the friction that causes things to be so difficult at times. And then people often wonder why things are just the way they are mentally and all this stuff. It's because you're open-hearted, But your mind is so closed-minded. Like, you were trained to do that, you know? And a lot of times, because our mind is so closed-minded and we're so simple-minded and we're so cultured, we're so traditioned. Humans are so traditioned that we don't recognize that our tradition is bounding us. And whatever our heart is so open to, we're not recognizing that, you know, because our mind is so structured to not recognize our hearts matters more than the society's, you know, I keep saying society, more than life, you know, rules and traditions and religion and culture and history and all this stuff and all that jazz. And that's why, you know, partially, that's part. See, now there's gift of choice. There's some other things. And now there's this. And these are all just different parts of that factor, you know. Because it's a factor, but a factor of many. Many results had developed into this. Many situations have developed into this matter, you know, because we allow it. We dumbify ourselves. We close our mind so much, especially when we're endowed with fear. You know, when fear is thrown on us, we freak the fuck out and then we just throw walls up. You know that game, that stupid game, that somehow I feel like I imagined it and made it up in my head prior to it even showing up. Because I swear to God, I played this game before, you know. Yeah, I guess that's why it's so easy. But, you know, we get so freaked out and we just start putting walls up. and we think, you know, putting walls up is what's supposed to happen. But in all actuality, moving forward is what's supposed to happen, you know. And we don't recognize that because we're going by our mind. We're so trained to unrecognize our hearts matter, what the culture that's thrown and the rules that's thrown around us, you know, that we put the walls up and we never move forward. We just grow. Our matter just grows, you know. And so it's like a volcano, you know, after it erupts and all that smoke, material and all that stuff explodes and the sediment is removed and the lava is overflowing over the rocks into the ocean. You know, there's no one direction the lava goes. It goes wherever it flows, you know. There's no one direction. And sometimes we have that where everything is just not one direction. And that's when we get messed up, including the process of what I said prior. And so what we need to do is start putting the walls that we put up. And if we can't tear them down, move those walls to angle the lava flow of the direction of the overflow to the direction it needs to go. So if the walls are so hard and terrible to tear down, like my schizophrenia is, it's a difficulty. It's hard to tear down, you know. If it's hard to tear down, move this shit to areas where you can use it. So move that wall and direct it and use it as a director of your flow. So your flow of the flow that you're having it goes towards the direction it needs to go so you can meet your goal. Right? And there you go. You have a unexpected goal met. Sometimes I think having walls is a boundary, which in fact it is. You know, boundaries are made. You know, having walls are actual high boundaries that we set for our safety. And not all of them are bad. You know, there's some that anchors us from our physical living, but not all of these walls are bad. And what I want to do with the walls that I can't tear down, and that's difficult to unbound, I want to use it, and I want to structure it to where the flow that's coming out of me is directed to the right direction it should be going. You know, and it takes time. You know, because where the nails are hammered, you got to remove them to loosen up that wall and to change its direction. You know, because when you throw these walls up, you're not looking at where it's placed. You just, boom, throw it up. I don't want shit happening to me. You know, put your guard up. When in actuality, you just need to change your direction. Change the flow of the direction of the flow. I don't know. I gotta get my ball out. But that's kind of like what I think. I could be wrong, you know. I don't have everything the way I should. So, hold on, okay? Hold on. So, that's what I got out of it. Or that's partial of what I got out of it. Yeah, so there's so many things my schizophrenic self gets out of these things, you know. And so it's a joy. But you gotta recognize that. Think about that, you know. Our heart's matter is sometimes always unrecognized, and your heart definitely won't go if your mind won't let it. You know, it will never go. It will never go if your mind, because your mind is like your door. That's the entrance of you. You know, if you enter the person's mind, you'll know who they are because there's the entrance of them towards, you know, everything else. And we gotta keep that door open sometimes. And there's times when we gotta shut it. Anyways, see you later.